You know they change their masks every 90 minutes.
They've been using the same mask. That one mask in the car.
You've been using the same mask for like 8 months.
You should see it. It's all stained. I've got like Taco Bell oil on it. It's great.
China. We need independence.
Yeah. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Run.
What day is it today?
Today is the 25th of January,
Yeah.
the day of our Lord, 2021.
25th. What's the name
January
of the show?
25th.
Are we still keeping the name of the show? Or did we finally go to the hack?
Are we the hack now?
Are we the hack? The hack lit podcast?
The hack lit?
Yeah.
No, I think we should just go with GasLit
Gaslit until.
until we get sued.
Okay. John, I want to start today off by watching a video with you really quick. It's
Let's
just
do
something
it.
that they're putting on Twitter, but I kind of feel like it's on the way to everything else that we know. Here, check this
Alrighty.
out.
By the way, nice mics, Jim.
Okay.
Good call on these.
Thanks, John. Thanks for providing them. Ah. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you see the beginning? I was distracted by the mics.
Go back to it said whales are not real, they're
Yeah,
robots.
Okay, yeah, there's somebody sending a tweet out, right? Whales are not real.
Uh-huh.
They're robots funded by the government to watch us, which is a statement of fact.
Of course, because everyone swims in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's where we
Alright,
live.
like, check this out, right? Makes
Makes
sense to me. Come on, totally false. I never trusted dolphins.
Look at how much engagement this gets.
It's great. Huh? Huh? Ah. Yeah, so if you can't see, you can basically flag tweets now with notes for particular things that you may or may not believe or that you think is
Oh, Birdwatch. So Twitter's got its own features, so
Yeah.
you can self-regulate itself.
so Big Brother is in the house. The only reason I want to bring this up is because somebody had mentioned online, like, who watches the Birdwatch, right?
Exactly.
Like, I get it's all, some of it's user generated, but most of it has to be approved by something, right? By someone?
I guess.
Because right now Facebook is flagging posts, right, for misinformation. I joined a group. I won't say what group it is, but I joined the group, and when I hit join, it gave me a little pop-up that said this group talks about COVID-19 and it may have misinformation on it, which I thought was kind of weird because it was just a meme group, right? And
So now everything that we read, it's going to have some sort of disclosure on there. Like, this may or may not be true.
right.
This is mostly true, mostly false.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful. So if you weren't confused before, God help us now.
Right, but they're going to curate it for you. That's the thing. They're going to curate
Oh.
the information for you.
I think that's the most important thing. As long as they're telling us what we need to think, I think that's the key to success in our society.
Yeah.
Because culturally, like, why would we be able to make our own decisions?
That's actually a really good point.
Isn't it much easier when they make the decisions for us? Isn't it easier when they tell us what to do and what to say and how to say it and how often to say it and how we should treat one another?
There's less thinking involved in that.
Absolutely.
So,
It's kind of like when you go to school, but like for the rest of your life.
I agree.
So how is this any different than being like in prison? Tell me, Jim. You've been there.
Yeah, there was a murder charge that was dropped. It's expunged now. But now I told everybody.
Damn, I don't know who your lawyer is. I can't even get a parking ticket expunged, and you're getting murder charges expunged.
It was a weird 13 years of life. So, what was the original question about being in prison? Is it like being in prison?
Yeah, like, in prison, usually they tell you when to go
eat,
out,
sleep, and
when to eat, when to sleep, when you can be in the yard.
I think it goes back to what I've been saying about, like, people live in a fish tank, right? We're just goldfish in a fish tank. You don't know that the water is wet. You're just living in it, right? Same thing with now. I think with technology, we're creating a group of people that have no idea that they're living a lie, right?
I think, yeah, you live in your own little echo chamber that you create for yourself, you know, whatever you accept to be reality, I guess.
Well,
You could choose to make your reality as like radical or as normal as possible as you want it to be based
Right.
on what you're allowing. It's almost like did you ever have like senior night, like when at the end of graduation, all the seniors they go they like
your thing.
no, like they go to either like Magic Mountain or they go to usually like try to pick a place of interest. Like I think ours was like at a college somewhere on a college campus, and
Nice.
we had a hypnotist come.
What?
Right? Yeah, yeah. So this was like our
Is
senior.
that something you guys all agreed on?
No,
Like,
we
I'm
didn't.
about to say-
I don't know. Whatever. Like the
Like-
student body usually, picks
That
out
is
whatever the entertainment is.
strange.
Yeah, like it was a bowling alley and like a hypnotist, and like fun stuff. It was just a place for us to hang, right? After graduation, like kind of like a going away hangout
We had
before
McGruff.
everyone.
I had a presentation by McGruff.
McGruff, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
and
you
the
know.
Dare program showed
It
up.
was
You
one
know,
of those.
one of them had a needle stuck in his arm. But anyway, so I remember this hypnotist. This was the first time I'd ever seen a hypnotist like in real life, and they picked a bunch of us out of the crowd and stuff, and then like he was trying to hypnotize us, and he couldn't. I was like one of the people that volunteered, and I couldn't get hypnotized, because I was always like interested, like
Okay,
how does
yeah,
that
right.
how does that even work, and like I asked him afterwards, I was like, is something wrong with me? Like how come I can't get hypnotized? And he's like, you'll only be hypnotized if you want to be hypnotized.
What?
Yeah, so that's kind of I think how it works. Like if you don't want to be hypnotized, like I don't care who the hypnotist. He's like he's not hypnotizing
gonna
you.
work.
So I think
Yeah,
people
headstrong.
just that the point I'm trying to make is like I think we all are just allowing this whatever this crazy nonsense is to just seep into our brains and accepting it as our reality, as opposed to saying, wait, this is bullshit. Like this is not real. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Whales are real.
I've
You
quite-
know, I've seen a whale when we were in where were we, Cabo
I've
or
seen
something
no
like
whales.
that. No, we didn't go whale watching,
You just
and we
saw
were
a whale.
lucky enough to see whales while we were like riding out. I think we were going snorkeling or something like that, and like on our thing, the guy was like, it's whale season, so if we get lucky, we'll see whales. Sure enough, dude. I actually have it on video too, so I can.
We'll bring that back.
But the whales do exist.
Wait,
They are
but
freaking.
working for
They
the
are
government?
majestic.
That's not the question.
If
Was
they-
not whether they
If
exist.
they came out and they
It's-
were just working for the government, sign me up. Like they can trace me. You want to skip trace me? Go ahead.
I do have a question though. Did you play along when you were trying to get hypnotized? Did you act like a duck when he told you to quack like a
No,
duck?
like I was just not.
You just
I was not.
stared at the
There were
guy
some
dead
people
ass.
like literally like we had people who took off their pants and were like running around the stage and like, like they
Wait,
were
what?
they were acting like babies and stuff like that. But
And now you're gonna give me a back massage. It sounds like
yeah, it wasn't a weird thing.
It
It
sounded
was
like a
it was
weird
more
thing.
like to embarrass us, but.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
what you're saying.
like
Well,
some
anyways,
of us, it just didn't work. Like a handful of us, we wouldn't get hypnotized because I guess we didn't believe in it or we
Okay.
didn't want to be really hypnotized.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
kind of those, when you volunteer, but like your friends are volunteering for you, so you don't really want to go up there,
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it brings us to the first thing that we wanted to talk about, which was the fact that it's been announced that Gavin Newsom is actually going to lift the stay-at-home order.
What?
Wait, you didn't read this earlier?
No,
Oh, okay.
I got to start reading the notes when you sent to me in the morning.
Okay. So Gavin Newsom.
By the way, just for everyone's knowledge, I don't actually see any of this stuff. We just kind of go over it on the podcast.
surprise you. Yeah. Okay. So if you didn't hear,
Who is this?
breaking, according to Medeiros Bab, I think she's part of Fox LA. No, CBS 47. So
CPS 47. That's not.
Yeah,
It's not SoCal.
she received an email, and then they showed the email. But basically, they're going to be lifting the order, right? according to the California Restaurants Association. And right here, it actually confirms it. It's official. Gavin Newsom has lifted the stay-at-home order for all regions, right?
Does that mean she's gonna open up the restaurants and stuff?
Yeah, this allows for outside dining and salons at limited capacity.
Nice. So restaurants are back. When
Yeah,
did
yeah.
this happen?
Today, this morning.
Oh, beautiful. So we can
So-
go eat today.
Not
Let's
yet.
go celebrate.
Wait, but here's what the thing. It's actually a good idea. Let's go.
I'm
Let's
down.
go. All right, guys.
Okay.
Well, let's
All right.
talk to
Thanks
you
for
guys
joining
tomorrow.
us today. We're gonna go to some of our favorite spots that
No,
we've
but
been
this is
missing
what I'm
out
talking
on.
about people living in a fish tank, right? So they built this fish tank. They built this ecosystem of people where they should be afraid, right? Of the COVID. It's going to kill people. Nothing has changed substantially in California, right? As far as the last time we checked, the COVID numbers were still bad.
Everything's
Los
sad.
Angeles was still bad. Our UPS guy told us they got, instead of one container, they got 3 containers filled with bodies at the local hospital.
Yep.
Nothing has changed, right? And now people are in. Well, there is one thing that did change.
One thing was changing, like it was getting progressively worse.
Yeah, but one thing
with the
did change
lockdowns.
significantly, generally, nationally.
What's that, Jim?
I think we have a new president. I think. I read that somewhere. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we had a
We're gonna have to get
podcast
that
on that
fact.
one.
We're gonna have to fact check that. It's gonna be half true, mostly true. All right. So.
Yeah, remember when we did the inauguration thing?
Oh
And-
yeah, that's when we had a whole thing. Jennifer Lopez. Shout out to J-Lo. So
Shout out to Gaga and her
so
pigeon.
Golden pigeon. Yes, I do remember. Okay, so we have this going on, right?
Yeah.
President's change. 2 days after the inauguration, Washington, D.C. removes the ban in indoor and outdoor dining and now allows for 25% capacity indoor. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot wants her bars open now.
What?
Everybody's singing a different tune, but nothing has significantly changed in the numbers or the trajectory, right? Biden came out and says that there's nothing that we can do that will change the trajectory of this virus when he promised that he was going to come in and end the virus, right? Remember that.
So now that I've read the briefs, I realize this is hopeless. So everyone go about your lives
Yeah,
as if nothing has happened.
Yeah, so here we are now, but here's the thing. What do you do? What happens to all these people who have believed this, who ate the fish food for such a long time, right? And look, check this
Aren't
out.
they still eating the fish food?
And check this out here. Look at
Don't
the-
they
the
think that
reaction.
magically Biden just solve all of our woes and that everything will go back to normal eventually?
Here's the thing. It's incredible to see this. It's happening in real time. Look, check this out. If this is true, it is absolutely insane. This will put us back at square one, right?
Uh-huh.
Please, Governor, ask the president and the VP to pay folks to stay home for a few more weeks so we can get folks vaccinated. So this person wants the
Schools
lockdowns.
reopen. Okay.
All right? I don't get this. This doesn't make any sense. Why are our ICU rates? Wait, did I read that?
Yeah, our ICU
ICU rates that normal again? I don't believe they are in my country. Oh,
In my county, yeah,
Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Right. This seems ill-advised. There was one. Here it is. There it is. I felt like he's giving up because most aren't even complying. That, or he knows something that we don't. He either knows something that we don't, or he knew something that a lot of people knew all along, but pretended that we didn't. That they didn't.
Or it's something that they just wanted to blame Trump about. It was Trump's fault. Remember? Trump
Yeah.
killed 400,000 people.
Yeah. Today was another 9/11 in COVID numbers, COVID deaths.
Really?
Yeah. But we have the
So
media.
sad.
We have the media out here asking hard-pressing questions like,
What's your favorite ice cream
"What's your
flavor?
favorite ice cream?" And I didn't know this, but now I know, and it's good to know. It's chocolate chip. Joe Biden, chocolate chip.
I bet you it was vanilla until
Until
he had to
spice it
somebody
up
had
a little
to tell,
bit.
somebody had to tell him, "Hey,
Yo, hey, we can't. We just had a president with that.
you racist bastard."
Yeah. So like I mentioned,
I love you, President Biden. By the way, just you're a racist bastard.
Like I mentioned, I think it's incredible to see all these people in utter disbelief. They don't understand.
By the way, per your own vice president, not it's not my opinion. That's per your own vice president that you're a racist bastard.
Oh, me.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
him.
Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
racist.
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah, I can't. I'm
You're
a
you're
minority.
exempt.
I can't
You're
be
exempt
racist.
from being racist.
Yeah, minorities can't be racist. That's just a
Correct.
statement of fact.
Mhm.
Fact check, mostly true.
We got 1.5 million plus signatures for recall.
Yeah.
So this makes sense.
You think he's fine? It's like, oh, what if we found the answer? Yeah, he's not faring well, man. I don't.
So basically, his winery is not the only place that's open now. We can go any winery.
Yeah, we could go. Oh, you know
Amazing.
what? That Cuban place might become open sometime soon. The Cuban cigar in the Uptown. The Cuban cigar.
Nice.
Lounge.
We have to go to that
We
spot.
probably have to go to a spot.
When are we gonna hit double-digit podcasts so that we can have a celebration?
I think that's tomorrow.
Is that mañana? Okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Well, anyways,
Can't wait for that.
I know you wanted to talk about something. And I know you wanted to talk about it real bad. So if you guys don't know, I'm surprised.
Trial of now former President Donald Trump is set to begin in the Senate next month. Democrats amended the timetable last night after several days of back and forth with Republicans who suggested both sides could use more time. The move may be setting the tone for more deal-making and a quicker confirmation of President Biden's cabinet nominees in the 50-50 Senate. Chris Van Cleve is on Capitol Hill.
For the second time in just over a year, an article of impeachment against President Donald Trump will be walked across the Capitol and delivered to the Senate Monday, immediately triggering the start of the former president's trial.
The Senate will conduct a trial of the impeachment of Donald Trump. It will be a full trial. It will be a fair trial.
Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced the trial will begin the second week of February. Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who has blamed Mr. Trump for the assault, was pushing for such a delay.
We need a full and fair process where the former president can mount a defense
Why does he exist?
and the Senate can properly consider the factual, legal,
How did these people
and
get in office?
constitutional questions.
President Biden today said he was open to a delay as it would give the Senate more time to approve his cabinet.
The more time we have to get up and running and meet these crises, the better.
Senate Democrats need 17 Republicans to join them to convict Mr. Trump.
Melania
None
is
are yet on
such a
board,
beautiful
and
first
some
lady.
are questioning having a trial at all.
Let's see that hand
Senate
wave again.
Democrats
It's like a
need
small
17
child.
Republicans to join them to convict Mr. Trump. None are yet on board, and some
I
are
like it.
questioning having a trial at all.
It's unconstitutional. It sets a bad precedent for the presidency, and it continues to divide the nation.
The National Guard protecting the Capitol got a visit from the First Lady, who brought cookies and thanked them for their efforts. Over half of the nearly 26,000
You think
troops
they
in
all got
Washington will
cookies?
start
No.
heading home in the coming days. But Thursday night, thousands found themselves booted out of the Capitol by police and moved to a parking garage. Members of Congress were outraged and got the soldiers back inside within hours. The Capitol Police and National Guard came out with a joint statement essentially making...
You know, we were talking about non sequiturs earlier. I don't know what that last part has to do with the whole impeachment thing, but
What do you mean, Joe Biden delivering
he's
cookies?
delivering cookies, and what did that have to do with the impeachment?
She's so nice.
Oh, is that what it is?
Joe Biden's nice.
They
She
just-
baked cookies for all the soldiers.
So they just want to end on a good note, is what you're saying? Like this show does.
They're just trying to
We
show
always try
that
to end on a
Melania
good note.
didn't bake any cookies for the soldiers, but Joe Biden went out of her way to deliver 2 baskets of cookies for about 30,000 people. Okay? Come on, get it together, Jim.
All right, so I don't know. Are you for
Get with
the
the program.
Are
Jim.
you for it or are you against it, John?
Okay,
You say gay?
to impeach a person who's no longer the president is a big waste of our tax dollars and our time, and they're focusing on the wrong thing. They're just doing it just so to impede him from running again. That's the only reason. There's absolutely no cause for him to be impeached. Like, he did not. He can feel like you can say he incited the riot by saying, make your voice be heard. Make sure you go. He did say peacefully make your voice be heard. He did not say, let's go storm the gates of
Yeah.
the Capitol and make your voice be heard.
Let's use. I've seen a couple of zip ties in the crowd.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we talked about this on the podcast last week, right?
Yep.
Like we're talking about, like, if politicians use strong words, they say things like, the American people don't want this. They don't really mean the American people. Even with Ted Cruz, remember we had where Ted Cruz says that Joe Biden cares about the people of Paris instead of the people of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And AOC came through with that sick burn. That was sick, bro. Dude, bro, do you even know how words work? Am I right? And then the entire media was like, yeah, got him. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think if we're going to, again, I'm on that same boat. If we're going to impeach Trump, let's impeach everybody that talks like that then.
Why don't we impeach the people that are treasonous to our country? Like when they have high standing office and then they go and they take money from other countries, especially that have economic interest that is not to the benefit of the United States.
Would you say?
Like, for example,
Uh-huh.
some gentleman who just happens to have a high position in office now in the U.S. government.
How high?
Pretty high.
Pretty high?
Yeah. If you don't know, you can look up Riding the Dragon.
Yeah, so shout out to the Blaze TV and Glenn Beck.
Blaze TV, yeah.
Doing wonderful work out there.
If you have not seen it,
they may have
you definitely need to watch Riding the Dragon.
I think they may have a trailer that we can watch.
And they need
so we don't
to,
have do the whole thing.
Oh, do they have a trailer?
Oh, no, you know what? They do have it broken up. But we can watch part of it, a little bit of it.
Sure.
All right, let's do
Anywhere you start, it's not good.
Yeah,
so
let's see. Oh, this is awesome. They break it up into chapters, man. In Biden, we trust, eh? All right.
January 2009. Joe Biden is inaugurated Vice President of the United States.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
Hey, did Joe Biden
It was a
lose weight?
remarkable moment for Biden, who had
He's
spent
getting
more
really
than
old.
35 years in the United States Senate.
that's what happens.
Born to a family of modest means in Scranton, Pennsylvania, he would become known as Lunch Bucket Joe.
Lunch Bucket
He joined the political world early and won election
He's
to
an
the
everyday
United
man.
States
Oh,
Senate
okay.
at the ripe age of 29. He was sworn into office just 6 weeks after reaching the constitutionally required age of 30. From its earliest days, Biden's political career was not just about
Is that his
Joe,
mother?
but about the larger Biden family. Politics was a family business. When Joe did well, the family did well. Joe's sister, Valerie Biden, became a political consultant who was hired by Joe's many campaigns.
Nothing wrong with that. Have your sister be on the campaign trail with you.
Brothers Frank and James became involved in securing government contracts
That's a little shady.
Nah, I don't know, John.
and deals overseas with foreign governments.
What's the little deals overseas to anybody, yeah?
Joe's son Hunter became a Washington lobbyist, representing clients from Delaware, the
Interesting.
state that his father represented in the U.S. Senate.
That can't be any conflict.
No.
When Joe Biden was elevated to the vice presidency, the family's ambitions grew accordingly. Now the world was a business opportunity, and the Biden family was looking for deals, including with foreign governments. Just months after Joe Biden was inaugurated vice president, his son Hunter Biden formed a company called Rosemont Seneca Partners.
Now, do we know this is all true?
It's all fact checked.
Right.
Look it up.
As Mr.
Do your own
Miyagi,
homework.
as Mr. Miyagi would say.
His partners had useful connections. One was Christopher Hines,
Chris Hines.
the stepson of Senator John Kerry, a
That name
powerful
comes
U.S.
up
senator
somewhere.
who would later become Secretary of State.
Oh, that's right. That's who that guy is. Skeletor looking
The other
bastard.
partner was Devin Archer, a friend of Hines.
I like that thread, man.
Rosemont is the name of the Hines family's 90-acre estate outside of Fox Chapel, Pennsylvania.
Wow. It's a hefty estate.
They really got a picture of them?
Yep.
Rosemont Seneca, the new investment firm, opened an office in Georgetown, just 2 miles from the White House.
That's normal, right?
It has nothing to do with anything.
Outside of Fox Chapel, Pennsylvania. One of Hunter Biden's big scores was a controversial deal he landed in the troubled nation of Ukraine. In 2014, the Ukrainian government fell. And Joe Biden became America's point man for the troubled country.
While he's vice president. Interesting.
That's all it is. Just
Weeks
interesting.
later, Hunter Biden was hired by a corrupt Ukrainian energy company called Burisma, which paid Hunter at a rate of $1 million a year.
Wow.
This despite the fact that he had no experience in energy or in Ukraine.
Well, we don't know that, right?
Can we fact check that?
I think we could check that if he has like
Any
knowledge.
knowledge of energy?
Wasn't Biden, do you think he would have been asked to be on the board of Burisma?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably not.
Okay. So from his own words, no, he
Hunter
has
landed
no
on the
business.
Burisma board, as did his partner, Devin Archer.
So checked.
Okay.
Fact checked.
I don't know.
That
this-
was
this-
Hunter
Ventures
saying
in
this
Ukraine
is-
would
this
later
is beginning
pose
to look a
troubling
little weird,
questions
John.
Of conflict of interest for his father,
Just let it
Joe.
happen.
I will support.
Rosemont was landing deals around the world,
Well, what's this? What's this
but
country
the
up
big
here?
prize was China, with its booming
China.
economy and staggering growth.
What?
Yo, they got
Also an
KFC in
economy
China?
where relationships
KFC is the
are key,
biggest chain in China. actually.
Really?
Yeah.
The Colonel is over.
especially
And he's
with the
sorry,
Chinese
but
government.
they make him look a little more Chinese. in China.
Do they really?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They do.
There's-
They do. How much you want to bet?
Okay. We're gonna
Look
look
him
that
up.
up right now after this.
You can fact check that.
Okay.
And I'd like now to raise our glass and a toast to many more generations of friendship and peace.
Hu Jintao? Was that before Xi Jinping?
Hunter Biden began
Or is
meeting
this
with
chairman?
Chinese government officials at the highest levels of power.
That's Fox News though. You can't trust them.
He had no background in China, little background in finance. Hunter's previous job had been as a lobbyist for an online gambling company located in Europe. But now, doors were opening to Hunter in China. Often, Hunter's meetings coincided almost directly with his father's high-level diplomacy with Chinese leaders. In April 2010, for example, Vice President Joe Biden met with the Chinese president at the Nuclear Security Summit in Washington, D.C. But at virtually the same time, halfway around the world, Hunter Biden was in China meeting with government officials looking for financial deals. Who exactly was Hunter Biden meeting with? Only some of the most powerful finance officials in China. Hunter spent 2 days meeting with the top executives from China's sovereign wealth fund.
The thing I don't
Social
get
Security
is why do
Fund,
they always take
and
pictures?
largest banks. Hunter
Kinda
even
stupid,
posed
right?
with them.
Yeah, it's like if
for
you're gonna
a
do
series
a-
of pictures.
If you're gonna do shady dealings, you
Yeah.
probably don't want it documented.
Yeah, but
So
they always
how
do
did
it.
Hunter get these meetings?
It's actually a cultural thing
One
in
Chinese
China.
website
When you do
accounted
business
the
with somebody,
touted that
it's
Chinese
normal
officials
to take a
extended their
picture
warm
like this.
welcome
Remember this
to
moment?
Hunter Biden,
It's-
quote, second son of the now
There's a
vice
lot of thing
president,
called like
Joe Biden.
showing face in China,
Ah.
like having
Hunter got
having
these
some sort of
meetings
like
because of who
documentation
his
like this, so
father
that they
was.
can show their
Vice
friends,
President
like,
Yeah.
oh
of
look,
the United States.
this is the president
I
or
don't
vice
think that there's a
president's
lot of
son
things that would have happened
Yeah.
in my life that,
in my
that
picture.
My last name wasn't Biden.
It's just kind of like, it's more like a. Excuse my language. I'm gonna try to curse a lot less, just because I want to stay on.
Yeah, we're trying to
whatever.
get onto YouTube Kids.
We're trying to that's not happening anytime soon. But it's more like a dick swinging thing in China. You know,
Yeah.
they want to show off like
Mementos of their
power.
connection.
Yeah, their connection, how well they're connected, what kind of people they know, how high the people they are that they're associating with. It's more like that. It doesn't have anything really to do with like, because they can take pictures with you and stab you in the back right afterwards. It doesn't really matter. The
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
is
yeah.
to get the photo up so
Yeah.
that they can say, "Oh, you see,
Now we had it."
if you walk into most like Loban, which is like the big boss offices, you'll see pictures like that up on the wall with like people that they are highly touted or respected.
And then those get leaked to people. Or not even
no,
leaked.
just usually if you come in and have a meeting,
Okay.
it's kind of like a set for legitimacy. That like, look at who else I do business with. You know, if like you're a car parts manufacturer and you have like a picture with the head of GM in your office, then it's kind of like, look, it doesn't matter if the head of GM actually does business with you or, you know, ordered anything from you.
Yeah.
It's just the fact you have a picture with them. It just like automatic legitimacy that these are the kind of people that you associate with. So
Let's see. Okay, is this true? That's not true. They don't do that, do
yes,
them?
100%.
Wait.
Not Mao.
No, that's not it, right?
It's not Mao. It's no. Go. You can see it. I'm not
Is
joking.
it this one? It's not this one, is it?
Yum Brands. No.
Yum Brands.
Yeah, Yum Brands owns the KFC in China. Dude, go look at China KFC versus American KFC.
China KFC. I'll just put that.
China KFC. Yep,
Dude,
that's all the stuff.
food looks way better in China.
They have some interesting sandwiches that you would be shocked.
Oh, what is this?
They have like a half and half sandwich that, good lord.
Logo. Would it be logo?
Yeah, KFC logo.
Like KFC logo.
Go to the China one versus USA one.
That's China.
Uh-huh.
He just
No,
looks...
no. That's not China.
No, this is China.
Yes.
I guess you could see it. He has more color around the eyes. right
Go
here.
to go show an actual restaurant. Put like Hanzhou China. I'm serious. What the hell is this?
Okay, Hanzhou, China.
Yeah. H-A no, it's H-A-N G G.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
KFC. Let's see if we can find this. There's a point to this, guys. It's purpose. It's not letting me look it up.
Wow.
FBI
What?
wants to know your location.
Really? Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Go to Street View. I wonder if they have Google Map Street View.
I don't
there.
think they do.
I don't think they do, but try
I
it.
want to say they
Try it,
don't.
try it,
All right,
try it.
Here we go, guys. We're a big fan of Google Maps. Shout out to Google Maps. Nope. Doesn't even give you the option.
Nope, doesn't.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. That's all. I got one review.
Click it. Ah, shoot.
Not much. Every time you...
Every time you don't have to wait for it, this is still quiet, and other things are the same as other KFC. All right, whatever. Next. This is just Chinglish.
Okay, here we go. How about we just do this? Maybe I'll do that. Picture. All right, here we go. We're going to find out if...
No. Yeah, right there. Click that.
I love the name. Love the name.
You have to see. Yep, there you go. On the...
Is this a soup?
Yeah, they have different things like that. They have a vastly different menu than us.
Oh, boy.
I think
they
the
only
only
have two
thing that they
photos.
have that's similar is like a spicy chicken sandwich. It's a lot of wings, a lot of stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, it's different.
Well, anyways, political...
Everything's a little different.
This has to do with impeachment, all right? Political says that the majority of Americans support impeachment. Do you believe it?
I don't believe anything Politico says.
Yeah? They found 56% of Americans approve of the House. So, I mean, naturally, you know, if you want to know what the poll is, right? Who does the poll? Because this is really important. It's released by Monmouth University. So you
What's
go to
Monmouth University?
They're
Just take a
polling.
look
They
at-
have a polling institute, but you look at the demographics.
Of who they polled?
Yeah.
25% Republicans.
34% Democrat.
And 41% independent.
And if
How
you know anything
convenient.
about independence, is that a lot of people like to think that they're in the middle.
That they're independent, but they're
in the middle.
hardcore left.
Yeah. But according to the Pew Research, about 17% lean Democratic Party and the other 13% Republican
Sure.
Party, despite the fact that they say that they're independent. So when you talk about a majority of Americans, what we're talking about here
Okay,
is-
let's not talk about polls, because according to the polls, Biden was supposed to wipe out Trump by
Yeah.
like 50 million votes.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So let's not take any credence in the polls.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think we should close this chapter of our life and...
What, you want to impeach him?
No. Yes. No.
You think impeaching Trump is going to accomplish anything?
I'm not saying we should impeach the guy. I'm just
When
saying
he's not,
I'm
he's
just
no
trying to
longer the
figure-
president. What's
I'm
the
just
point?
trying to figure out why you
Tell
would,
me
why
what's the
would they would.
point.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I would like to know. What would be good reasons to impeach him?
It's
Like
just
to go through
to
with the
s-
impeachment. Is it for
It's
show?
just to circumvent future thing, future Trumpness.
Oh, you know what? That you mentioned
from
that.
happening.
Matt Walsh actually made a good point with this. Not a good point, but if you don't follow Matt Walsh, this is exactly what you're talking about. So MSNBC, where is it? Here we go. What was that?
And it would be great if you had these already ready to
I
go
could
before
have
the show
sworn I
started.
had these ready to go. Nope, I don't have it.
Wow, now
Don't
we're
have
looking
it.
at kitten videos.
Well, nope. How old is nope? We're going way
January
back now.
24th. How did you fall this far back?
Well, anyways, MSNBC. Oh, here it is.
Is that it?
There we go.
Out of office. So the entire case is not about removing him, but whether to convict and disqualify him from holding
Office,
office
yeah.
like the presidency forever. Now, this is huge and has never actually happened before. The United States Senate deciding something that can shape history, sanction Trump, and ensure he never has power again, and do so on that basis that you see right there, for life. There's no more significant amount of time than for life. That's why Nicki Minaj famously sang, for life, for life. And if the work is vindicated, best believe when it's done, it will be syndicated for life, for life. And just as Nicki declared herself in this very moment a king, the question here is if the speaker will ultimately slay Goliath with a constitutional sling.
What in the living hell was that?
Wow.
What was
Why?
that?
Why? What?
What was that?
Why?
Nicki Minaj.
What did Nicki Minaj have to do with this again?
She had a quote. That was her.
I
that
got
was
it.
her
I
song
got it.
lyric. Yeah.
I get it. But
Can we find that song? We can't play it. can
no,
we?
no, we would get pulled from YouTube. All the bad things that I say doesn't get us pulled from
No,
YouTube,
but
but playing Nicki Minaj for
Copyright,
like
yeah.
for like 12 seconds would get us completely booted. By the way, we didn't do the intro this morning,
We did do the intro.
did we?
We did.
Nice.
Yeah.
You kind of dropped that in without me knowing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Anything else we got to cover today? Yeah. Let's not. Can we focus on things that our country needs as opposed to just BS?
I just feel like
Honestly, I don't even think Trump wants to run anymore, just on the sheer back of having to deal with all this hatred. Who would want to have the bear of all this hatred?
to brunt all of that.
2022. What the hell is he going to run in 2022?
There we go. That's where it is. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Trump squeezes Republicans with eye on 2022
Primaries?
Yep. Yep. He's gonna go. He's gonna.
Seeing that Trump's interest diverge from the parties. What do you think about him starting his own party?
I don't know. I think you know what I don't think that it's not totally inappropriate. I just think it's interesting that Bernie Sanders had the opportunity to do that and he just totally cucked out entirely. He had an opportunity to take progressives to their own party and he cucked out. I think Donald Trump.
Why? Why do you think that was? Like, Bernie's a populist on the opposite end, right?
Yeah.
So why did he back out of going and trying to create? Why not have like 3 or 4 parties? Why does it have to be a 2-party system where you're either red or blue? Why is that the best for our country? I mean, we're all over the board, you know?
Right.
And probably, like I say, 5% of the country is radicals, and now there's radicalized
Right.
sector is trying to like control the
it's-
95% of us.
It's funny how you would mention that because we have niches for every single thing, right?
Yeah.
You go to Netflix, niches, right? You got podcasts, niches. It's tiny, it's broken up.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to political parties, whoa, we gotta. we can't.
You got to be in this big pool with a bunch of people that you might disagree with on a ton of issues.
Right.
But you don't have a choice. There's where are you going to go?
Yeah. And it's so
You're either red or blue, or you're going to vote for Kanye, or you're going to vote for what was the other one? I don't even know who was independent. Who's running independent this time?
Jill Stein still runs for the Green Party, does she?
Yeah, Green Party.
I don't think she
That's
ran
what it
this
was.
time. This was the first year I think
don't
that she
know.
didn't run.
Does it matter? But the point is, does it matter?
Like,
It doesn't matter,
guess
right?
not.
Okay. The only one who actually ran as an independent and actually got some actual like headway was Ross Perot. When Ross Perot ran, he ran as an independent, and he was like, but he was incredibly wealthy, and he was able to fund like an actual campaign. I think he got like 10% of the vote in the country, which is insane when you think about like nobody's ever gotten that high.
I thought it was Jerry Nadler.
Jerry Nadler.
Jerry Nadler?
Who's that?
Jerry Nadler?
I don't know who that is.
Jerry Nadler.
I don't know
Because I don't even know who Ross Perot is.
You don't know who Ross Perot is? Look up Ross Perot, man.
Okay, hold on, let's see.
Which election was that? I think it was Bush versus
that's what
Clinton.
it was. Russell Perot, and let's put Jerry Nadler. Jerry Jones? Because I think Jerry Nadler also kind of screwed it up for somebody else, for a Democrat.
Why are you writing Ross Perot, Jerry Nadler? Just write Ross Perot.
Jerry Nadler. Oh, that's
Ross
not
Perot.
Jerry Nadler?
Ross Perot,
Okay, hold on, that's not-
presidential
I gotta fix-
campaign. There you go. Ross Perot. Here we go. Run it.
Election. 1992
Yep.
election.
What percentage did he get?
According to this, Perot largely financed his own campaign.
Yes.
In certain polls, he led three-way races.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Mm.
This is when George and Bill Clinton were running.
And who won?
And Clinton. But
so that was the reason Bernie Sanders didn't want to go off and start another party.
why? Because of Ross Perot?
Because of there was not Jerry Nadler. Jerry, who's the guy with the seatbelts? He made seatbelts mandatory law.
I don't know.
Anyways, they basically.
The point is, he started like in '92. That was a strong move by him, but he was financially secure enough to be able to do that, because
Right.
he wasn't going to raise any. I mean, he could have raised money. He had really good. I mean, if you looked at Ross Perot's policy that year he ran, I guarantee you most of the people thought Ross Perot's policies were better than Clinton's and Bush's. It's just they knew. They were like, where are we going to vote? How are we going to vote independent? Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, so I have to take this side. So, but it was so good. His policies were actually made so much sense that he still pulled about 10% of the population's vote, which is insane.
Well, that's the thing, though, is you're splitting the ticket from these other people.
Yeah.
But there has to be that on both.
No.
That's
But
right now would be the perfect time to do that.
Right now is
because
the time to do it
you have
because
the populist left and the populist right.
Yeah.
You have two extra parties.
you have two extra parties, and it would make sense.
Yeah, because you have a whole bunch of Republicans.
But then we're going to be Canada, which we're going to have the winner have 36% of the vote.
I'm not familiar with Canada. We're gonna have to Al back on.
Yeah, look at how much what was it Trudeau? What percentage did Trudeau have when he won? What percentage did Trudeau win by?
Oh, it says right here 51%.
That was in the last election. What about the
Yes.
one before?
This is 2019. And how often do they?
I don't know.
There's a Juan Vasquez.
He got 7%.
Well, anyways, you can see right there that they're.
Wasn't Juan Vasquez from which coffee was that? Folgers? No, not Folgers. The Colombian coffee guy.
There's like 1,000 Colombian.
No, Juan Vasquez. It was what was the guy with the mule?
Oh,
Remember? Juan Vasquez. Look up coffee.
Bro, they're letting Mexican soccer players
Go the run for
run for
Canadian,
Canadian office.
Go coffee. Juan Vasquez coffee.
Put coffee.
What was the name of that?
Dana Cafe.
No.
Shout out to the Vasquez Coffee Company.
No, Juan Vasquez commercial coffee. Commercial. Coffee.
Coffee commercial.
Juan Vasquez.
Oh, you know what? There it is. There's a with Juan Valdez.
Juan Valdez. Oh,
That's
sorry.
different.
I apologize.
That's the National Federation of Coffee Growers of Colombia.
That's my white privilege.
Oh, he's a
mistakenly.
He's a fictional character. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Remember him?
Oh, Café de Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
You remember?
I remember.
You remember?
I remember. This fool.
This.
Look it up. Well, anyways, he only got 7% of the vote in Canada. So
Good job, man.
good job, babe. But that comes to show you that
You can go from being on commercials in the 80s to running for president in Canada.
I think
or prime minister.
Yeah, because I think that needs to happen. I think there needs to either there's that talk of like a national divorce, or there's just like let's just get in there.
Everybody just have their own party.
Everybody have their own party, and everybody try, and then
It's sad.
have absolutely nothing get done. Right? Absolutely nothing. All right, John.
Yes.
It's gonna be a short day today. There's a lot of work to do. So
We do have a lot of work to do, and today, just
It's a rough day.
it's a rough day.
It's a rough day.
It's been a rough day, but we gotta stay positive, Jim.
Yeah.
Good job with the mic setups.
Oh, thanks. Good job purchasing the mic setups.
Yeah. If you guys want to support the podcast, send some money to Jim's GoFundMe page.
I got a PO box. You can send stuff to
or
our PO
whatever,
box.
yeah, or send it to
I'll
Jim's
put it
PO
in the
box.
description. It's just like, it doesn't
Do we have? We should start doing that.
get
We
a
should
PO
start-
box?
Yeah, we should probably get a PO box too. No, I was saying we should start. Maybe when we have more than like 11 followers,
Mhm.
then we can start selling merch.
We'll get there. Anyways, all right, John. Enjoy the rest of your day, bud.
Thank you. You too, man. Have a good one. Be nice to each other, guys. Oh, we didn't do our PSA today. Do our PSA.
We didn't have a PSA lined up, but it's called our daily recall. Recall.
Product recall.
Product recall. Oh, this is
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That's our
There we go, folks. If you didn't know,
activists report 1.2 million signatures to recall California governor. That's our recall of the day. Make
yeah,
sure
so,
you sign up.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave the link in the description, but there's
can jump on that.
You can go ahead and jump on that if you feel like you
I love
guys
it.
don't like the California governor. All right, John.
Do it.
All right. Good show, bud. Cool. You can just hit the record button on that. Okay, that was good. 48 minutes.